I'm going live because I'm working on a digital product that I have, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm doing all the things. I'm setting up the email marketing behind it and all that kind of stuff. And it was just making me think of one of my recent podcast episodes where I was talking about just like niche and talking to the right people and all of these things. And it's just got me thinking about lead magnets and all of the lead magnets that I've made over the years that just sat there and did nothing. And I just only recently, in the last little while, just realized, why is that? Why is it that we make a lead magnet? We're kind of excited about it at first. We make this lead magnet and then it just ends up sitting there. We don't end up talking about it. We don't end up promoting it, or not much. And it's making me just consider and think, why is that? Why is that? I just want to see if I'm live on Facebook, which I think I should be, but it doesn't look like I am. That's fine. Um, it's all good. So I was just thinking, like, why does that happen? And like I said, I've just been having this revelation of wanting to just be even more intentional in my business with the people that I'm working with and what I'm helping my clients with, and being more specific on that. And I think that it's really important for us to do that. So, anyway, going back to lead magnets. Why does a lead magnet, why do we create one and then it just sits there? The reason that it does is because, well, first of all, we feel weird, right? We feel weird. We feel like we're being salesy. We feel like we're just talking about our stuff too much, and that is just not true. How are people supposed to know what you do and how you can help them if you don't talk about it? If you don't show up, if you don't talk about it, how are people supposed to know? And so that's the thing. We kind of feel like we're being too salesy. The second thing is that, to be honest, it might not actually be that good. And so in our hearts somewhere, we might actually know that it's not good. And I don't want to just like always tap ourselves in the back and say, oh, we're trying our best, we're doing our best. We are. However, sometimes we just have to admit that it's just not good. Like, what we created just isn't good. And it's not that it isn't good because we didn't try hard, or we weren't being considerate with our, who we believe our ideal clients to be, and thinking really about what they want and things like that. It has nothing to do with the intention of our heart. It just has to do with, we didn't create something that they actually really need and want and would love. And I noticed for myself that when I was creating lead magnets, I always had my ideal clients, who I thought my ideal clients were, or wanted my ideal clients to be, in mind. And so I would create these things, and then I would just not talk about it, or I would talk about it once. And it was just because I was creating something that I didn't know really if they needed it. I was thinking about them when I created it, and I thought they might want it, but did they actually really need it? And the other question we can ask ourselves too is, would I personally use this? Would I use it? Like we say that our ideal clients are usually the old version of us, the person that we wish we had, the person that we, or the service or the product or whatever thing that we wish we had when we before we started our business. And so you have to think about that too. Is this something that I would actually use? Is this something that I would have used? um because it's hard to make these things with without really knowing, without them being validated. That's the other problem. We kind of create without the validation that yes, our clients need that. Another indicator is we're just not excited about it. We just don't, we're just not excited to talk about it. We're just not excited about it. And when you come with the energy of, I think you might want this, like, I made this thing for you. I'm not sure if you're going to like it, but here it is. When we come with that kind of energy, people feel it. And people are just like, she doesn't seem too convinced. So maybe it's not for me. And that's how we show up all the time. We kind of show up in our insecurity, we show up in our fear, we show up just overthinking and not really having that core belief in ourselves and what we're doing. And most of the time it comes down to the fact that we don't know who our ideal client is truly. We don't know what exactly, we haven't tapped into our story and our experience to know I can help this group of people. Because in our mind, there's a group of people we want to help. And I did a podcast episode where I said, there's gurus out there that said, just find a rich person's problem and solve that. So sometimes we get caught up in that kind of mentality. But there is a group of people that you can help with the skills, the experience, the story, everything that you are carrying now. There is a group of people that need what you have, that want what you have. And sometimes we take those things for granted. Sometimes we take for granted the things that we carry because, oh, it's easy for me. I do this all the time. I don't think people want this. But those are usually the things that people want. And so it's really important for us to just be honest with ourselves and just to really sit down and be like, okay, who can I help? Who am I here to help? Actually, not who should I help? Who's got the most problems that I could help? Like, who am I here to help? And that makes a difference. So, like I said, I'm working on this digital product I have a lead magnet, have like a free quiz that people can take. And so this is the next step for that quiz to give people help in understanding more about their brand, getting more clear on their message and who it's for. So this is something I'm really excited about. I mean, it's 10 p.m. It's 10 o'clock on a Tuesday, on a Wednesday. And here I am talking about it because I'm really excited about this digital product. And I know it's going to help a lot of people. And that's been my desire for a while. It's to, of course, work with great women who are doing great things, who want to walk in that boldness, who want to put their flag in the ground and be planted somewhere so that they can grow, and who are making that decision that, yes, I am for this. This is how I want to help people. This is the gift that I have, and this is what I'm going to do. And so it's important to when we make that decision, when we become that decision maker, to be able to have like different tools. And I wanted to be able to have to help as many people as I can, because like I said, I love my one-to-ones with my clients, that close proximity, that we can get down into the weeds of things and really synthesize things and really understand what is it that you have and who is it for, and how can we build a structure around that so that those people can find you, can know that you are for them, and all of those things. I love that. But I wanted to be able to help more people in a different way, where they can still have an experience with me, they can still tap into my mind, and I can still train them and help them and teach them in a certain way, and help more people at the same time. So I'm really excited about this digital product. I'm really excited about this quiz. I'm really excited about the emails because the emails are like just a training on how to implement the things that you learned from the digital product. And I'm just like really excited. So keep your eyes open for that. And that's it. I just wanted to come on here and just have a little conversation to say that we need to really think about our what we're putting out there for our clients, and that if we're not excited about it, if we aren't just wanting to talk about it all the time, and we almost have to stop ourselves from talking about it, then maybe we have to look and see, like, is it actually what people need, or is it what I think they need? Because those are two different things. You can think you somebody needs something, but if do they really need it is a different question. Do they really want it is a different question. So if you have some lead magnets that are on the side just sitting there, have a look at them. And it could be that they are good. It could be they are what your ideal clients want, but you just don't talk about it enough, and so they don't know about it. That could also be a challenge as well. We just kind of get in our I don't want to be too salesy mindset, and we stop ourselves from talking about things. But if any part of you feels like, "Oof, I'm not actually 100% sure if this is good," it might not be good. It just might not be good. And that's okay too. Look, we're people, we're human, we make mistakes, we assume, we do all the things, and that's okay. If you made something that's not good, you made something that's not good. Move on. That's all we got to do. Just pick our, there's an expression that says fail fast, right? And so if it was a fail, it was a fail. But guess what? You learned something. And I hope that in this last 12-ish minutes that you learned something too, that it's okay to fail and just move on, not attach yourself to the failure. And it's okay to just have a moment to see, okay, am I creating something that people want and actually need and will use? Because there's too many freebies out there that people have created, people have downloaded, and then just not used it for whatever reason. So make sure that the freebie is, if it's a freebie, that it's still quality, that it's still giving someone a win. And if it's a digital product, then make sure you're giving your best. This is the way, like a free lead magnet and a digital product should give someone a little taste of what it is to work with you. You don't have to give everything, your whole life story, your whole offer, program, or whatever it is, but they should have a taste of what it is to work with you, and that should open up the conversation of, you know what, I think I need more help. So if this was helpful, just put in the comments something. If you have questions about this, if you want to talk about what your lead magnet is that you're working on, go ahead and put comments in the comment in the chat, and ask me, and we'll talk about it. So that's it. That's all for tonight. Nice, short, sweet, 15-minute ish live. And I'm going to be going live more on my channel. As you can see, it can happen anytime. So put that notification on so that you get notified when I go live. Hopefully, I'll do it a bit earlier in the day when you're not sleeping, but it is what it is. So have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you next time. Okay. Bye.